Okay, now to factor when both terms are positive. The c is positive and the b is positive. And and by that the b being the middle term and c being the last term. So here's the problem. X squared plus 19x plus 48. And the way I factor these is this. First off, step one, I write all the factors of the c term, which is 48. And if I need help, I can go to the calculator and type in my y equals button and do 48 divided by x to find all the factors of 48, because sometimes we tend to forget one. So, but if I do that, I know 1 will go into 48, 2 will 24 times, 3 will go 16, 4 will go 12, and 6 will go 8. Now, something I like to do is I write the smallest term last. And the reason for this I'll point out in another video later. Well, basically, I'm going to say this right now. Notice what sign's in front of 48? It is a positive. So guess what I'm going to do to these numbers? All these factors, because that's a positive, I put a positive. And if it had been a negative, guess what I would have put? A negative. That's why I write the biggest one first, because it's easier to take 48 minus 1 than 1 minus 48. But because this one's a positive, I put all the positive ones in there. And now I'm going to add them up. And notice 48 and 1, 49, 24. You can see what these numbers add up to. I am looking for the middle number. The middle number is a what? 19. So therefore I have found the factors that make the middle term. They are what? 16 and 3. Now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to write the numbers in parentheses, and I always write the larger number first. I'm going to put that larger number first, the 16 first, 3. And notice I have no signs here. I have x parentheses, I have a parentheses x space 16, parentheses, parentheses, x space 3, parentheses. And now I got to determine what goes in there. And here's what's really cool. The larger number every time, that's why I write it first, will always match that sign. Notice that is a positive sign there, so the 16 has to be a positive. And here's what I notice this, you can look at it two ways. If the last one's positive, they both have to be the same. So if that's a positive, this one will also be positive. Or you could say this here, what would I have to do to 16 to get to 19? Would I add 3 or would I subtract 3? And obviously you would have to add 3 to positive 16 to get to 19. There is the answer. That is the factor to that one with a C positive and a B positive.